What's up? Uchichi, my wife is in Japan right now. She had to go there for work. She's in Tokyo. She's been sending us pictures of all the toilets. Oh, yeah. There was one picture she sent. She was in a lift, elevator, and there was a sign in there that said, "Please refrain from talking." I thought, God, that's fantastic. Well done, lads. Damn, we are in the hole financially, though. Don't see any traditional Japanese toilets. Is it the old hole in the ground? Is it one of those? It's right, I've been to France. They love a bit of hole in the ground toilets in France. Wow. Wait, so... Oh, yeah. We were offered the job. I kept Bournemouth up for 3 seasons. You know, they're not a big... They haven't really moved on. They've spent so much time bouncing between the divisions. Youth facilities, stadium, all of it was just kind of crap, really, and no money. So I thought, well, we'll stick around here. Maybe we can do something. They were just okay. And then Spurs were like, look, our manager's just left. I think it was Luis Enrique. Someone left. Let's find out, actually. Team, club info, history, managers. So, Xabi Alonso was there for 2 years. He was sacked after a league win and 2 cup wins. Wow. Sacked as manager of Tottenham. Oh, and now he's Real Madrid manager? Oh, talk about falling upwards. Failing upwards. Falling upwards? Failing upwards. So yeah, he got sacked. Mads Oogster. I've told my under 21s lads and scouts to just go fucking find suitable young people for the team. Clear entire selection filter under 21, under 18. Quick pick youth prospects. Good luck, lads. Oh god, that sounds bad, Dr. Nick. Ah. Oh, win, you clown. You can't ask for more time and then be such a dick. There you go, win. That's more like it.
We've gathered three. We've gathered 3 professional chefs to blind taste test every instant ramen brand we could get our hands on, to see which ones meet their standards. Nissan Top Ramen Chicken Flavor.
It looks a little bland.
Maybe American version of an instant noodle.
Too yellow for me, I think.
What I look for in a great bowl of ramen, first of all, is the noodle texture.
I want my noodles to be very bouncy.
Supposed to be not so soft. So ramen noodle made from high protein flour, also little alkaline water.
It enhances the pH level. It strengthens the gluten structure of the dough, and that makes it chewy, bouncy, and firm in the hot broth. For instant ramen broth, I'm looking for natural, deep flavor.
Not so salty, not too light.
It's not one-dimensional. It should have fattiness, umami.
So when I look at the package, whatever the flavor they say, I need to taste it when I'm eating the broth.
It's like a one-dimension flavor of chicken, like a Campbell chicken soup.
There's no complexity, and it basically tastes like a chicken bouillon with the water.
The ramen texture, I don't love it. It's very soft. It doesn't have much texture at all.
Sort of like a lower-end version of an instant noodle. It tastes like almost like the Nissin Top Ramen.
Top ramen.
Top ramen?
Oh,
Wow.
I got it right. Top ramen, chicken flavor.
Yeah, a lot of ingredients that you will not see from restaurant ramen.
The ingredients, some of them I can't even pronounce.
Silicon.
Powdered chicken, rendered chicken fat. I remember buying this in like a Walmart when I was in high school. It was like 25 cents.
You will feel a lot of hungry college students.
Nongshim Shin Black Premium Noodle Soup with beef bone broth.
Looks pretty good. I see a lot of garnishes. I see shiitake, scallion.
It has a little more garlic and spice smell to it.
I'm gonna say this is a Korean ramen. It has this gochugaru chili flake.
This is definitely a step up.
The flavor is more assertive.
When you look at the broth, it actually has a little more creaminess to it. To me, it looks like paitan base. And
You can absolutely get whatever noodles you want if you go to an Asian supermarket. Guarantee you can get it. There's at Westfield in Shepherd's Bush, there is a little Asian supermarket there where you can get one of my favorite things that they do is it's like a sandwich, but instead of being made with bread, it's seaweed with rice and a filling. So it's a triangle that's wrapped in plastic, and you carefully unwrap the plastic in a certain way, and bingo, you've got your little rice seaweed package. It's a triangle, and in the middle there's like tuna or something like that. They are so good. Fills you up, it's tasty, and it feels like nice. Is that onigiri? Yeah, but they're like big, right? These are like the big ones. Love those. I love sushi, so I mean, I fucking love sushi, so I'm looking forward to getting some really good sushi in Japan. So, Nissin chicken ramen. So is this not it? You're looking for that one. Oh, these are the world's first instant noodles. According to this. That's him. In stock online from Japan with love. It's £13 for a 5-pack. Which isn't too bad. Look how happy that little chicken is. My mama's in this. Do you bosh an egg on top? I mean, I've whenever I have ramen, normally it's like a hard-boiled egg, like the tea-stained egg, half of that. You know, it doesn't feel like a fried egg on top. Is something I've seen before. You can go to the ramen museum in Yokohama and make that ramen for yourself. I don't think we'll be going to Yokohama. We're going to be quite boring and do a fairly straightforward Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, I think. Ah, the whine of the bin truck.
Paitan is basically you cook the bone.
The collagen and the fat from the bones are extracted, creating this savory, creamy broth.
Texture of noodle is good.
I think it holds a little better. It's more bouncier in my mouth.
I think this is a Shinramen black.
Oh,
Wow, see?
it's the Shin Black. I see.
Shim, this means karai, spicy.
It has the beef bone broth.
Beef bone broth is more fattier, richer than beef broth. Have to cook long time to get beef marrow into the soup.
This is one of my favorite instant ramen.
Nissan cup noodles chicken flavor.
Just by look of it, I don't like it. It has this like cardboard smell.
Smells like cup noodle smell.
Definitely, this is Japanese ramen, I think.
The broth is very one-dimensional,
This broth is really light. I need more on the flavor.
and the noodle is very soggy. It doesn't hold any texture at all.
The purpose of this noodle, if this is cup noodles, is very
Ah,
different. It has to
bin
be
truck
cooked
wine.
faster in the lower temperature water. They use more starch than wheat flour. You can't expect the same texture from the stovetop cooking noodles.
Cup noodle.
So I'll be honest with you. I think that this buldak is massively overrated. I don't know why everybody went so mad for them. I thought they were extremely average. I mean, the ones I had were incredibly spicy, but not in a good way. I really thought this buldak I was expecting greatness. I didn't get it.
Bulldog chicken carbonara.
It smells creamy.
It looks very spicy. I smell sort of a capsaicin, spice compounds found in the chilies.
Yeah, nice and spicy.
Holy it's spicy.
It has flavors that are sweet, spicy, fatty.
It's like spicy ketchup.
They're thicker, wavy noodle that holds its shape.
Nice and chewy.
The sauces are clinging to the noodle a lot better.
The Korean ramen usually they make traditional dish and turning into ramen base. This reminds me of a tteokbokki, which has a sweet and salty balance.
I like this flavor.
I do like it a lot.
I think it's a bulldog series. There's only one company that's pushing this spice level at the moment.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's bulldog.
Korean. Apparently, the most viral bulldog flavor, the carbonara.
It's
I'm not
okay.
getting chicken carbonara from this.
It's pretty good. I like it.
Bulldog spicy chicken.
This is
This is
another
insane.
dry ramen.
Like-
There's no broth.
Really
Red noodle
spicy.
again.
Usually, you boil the noodle, you strain it, and then you mix with the seasoning or the packet.
I see chili in the bottom. I'm not scared of the spice. I like hot. Whoa, super hot. Noodle textures perfect.
Still bouncy and holds its shape.
See, that's the other thing. It's not. There's no soup. I like the soup. But yeah, I've had the really spicy ones, and they are insane. Too much. And I like spicy things. But I mean, it's like sweating levels of spice.
Groceries. I used it in the campaign. But likewise, an old-fashioned term that we use, groceries. I used it in the campaign. It's such an old-fashioned term, but a beautiful term, groceries. It sort of says a bag with different things in it. Groceries went through the roof. And I campaigned on that. I talked about the word groceries for a lot.
I don't think he even knows what groceries are. A bag with different things in it. Old-fashioned term. People don't say groceries anymore. I don't know what they call it. TikToks or something. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing a stream. We could start it tonight, actually, for Autistica. I have to try and get... I have to see the best finish I can get with Luton, starting at this a new game, starting a fresh game. What's up, matey?
Matei Potatei 42 just reserved for 54 months.
Grazie. Grazie, matey. Good job, all. So I think we just got through the group. That's good.
Noodle texture is good, but I prefer the square, thicker one. Better noodle to sauce ratio.
Very chili flake forward with hint of chicken flavor to it.
I taste a lot more MSG in this one.
This too much spicy, but can't stop. MSG makes addictive.
I think this bowl of ramen is the bulldog original flavor.
This has to be Korean. Japanese stuff is not so spicy.
Yeah, see?
Same company.
Stir-fried, artificial spicy chicken flavor ramen.
I could not identify the chicken flavor.
I would like the carbonara one better because to me that's a little more balanced.
It is quite spicy. My stomach is heating up very nicely right now.
Maruchan ramen noodle soup, chicken flavor.
Scared to try it because there's no garnish, just this yellow broth and the noodle.
45 cents a pound.
bland.
Very similar to top ramen.
This is like the same caliber as a top ramen.
Ramen have to be eaten right away. Don't let it wait.
Has little more complexity compared to the top ramen.
It actually has a little more richer chicken flavor.
Yeah, this is nice, wavy noodles, good texture.
So the wavy noodles are steamed, piped into a disc or square, and it gets deep fried to take out the moisture for longer shelf life. It creates all these small pores into the noodle. So when you pour the hot broth to it, it cooks faster too.
And when I slurped it, soup actually clings to the noodles better.
I'm gonna guess chicken flavor Maruchan
Okay, the other brand, Maruchan.
contains powdered cooked chicken. I don't know if that's different than just regular powdered chicken.
Powder chicken is a dehydrated chicken, crushed to the powder. That means easy to rehydrate with hot water, so it gives a chicken flavor.
Pretty surprisingly not bad.
Trader Joe's miso ramen soup.
I bet it's garbage.
We got the first ramen that is not wavy.
Now I'm seeing straight noodles.
Straight noodles are supposed to be more denser and chewier compared to the wavy ones.
You see these noodles are more thinner and also the color is a little more whiter. That means it's less alkaline contents in there.
This is interesting.
Smells like a little bit of miso.
Not Japanese.
It tastes healthy in a not good way.
It's pretty bad.
The flavor is very, in a good way, delicate, possibly vegetarian.
You can taste a little bit hints of miso, but it wasn't deep enough.
The texture of the noodle is not good at all. It almost breaks in my mouth when I put them in.
Each noodle is stick together.
I'm wondering if the noodle contains different starch.
I don't know. I never tried an American ramen, but could be American.
I wouldn't try it again. Oh, no way. Trader Joe's miso ramen soup.
Trader Joe.
Oh, it is vegan. It tastes vegan.
So in Japan, we have many type of noodle soup. Ramen, udon, soba. So if you want a vegan, make a vegan noodle soup. Don't call it ramen.
This one really shocked me, this one.
Ichiran take-home ramen kit.
Another straight noodle.
Look like a python base.
The color of the soup looks like tonkotsu ramen. Tonkotsu ramen is a pork ramen. It's like a cloudy, like this color.
This one is very flavorful. I like this a lot. Very complex, very deep.
Finally, I get fat. I like this.
Maybe it's tonkatsu.
Don basically is a pork and kotsu is the bone. Tastes like a Hakata style ramen, which is a tonkotsu base and thinner noodles and straight noodles.
Hakata is the name of the place, my hometown.
It feels that noodle is not fried.
When you're doing a frying process, the water needs to escape from the noodles, so it creates kind of a very, very small, rough texture.
It has this silkiness. I'm guessing maybe it's air dried.
It has a little of a al dente texture in the middle.
The closest one I can guess is like maybe the Ichiran ramen.
Reminds me of Ichiran.
Oh, no way.
See?
It is the
Ichiran.
Ichiran ramen.
Oh my goodness.
The Hakata style thin straight noodle. The noodles, wheat flour, wheat protein, salt, lye, water. That's the alkaline solution.
This ramen is higher quality than the other one.
Delicious. I will buy it again.
Sapporo Ichiban original flavor.
It's amazing that there's this much difference, but like it's just crazy to me that they can try a different, instant noodle and be like, oh yeah, I know what that one is. That's impressive.
This reminds me the yellow broth ramen packs, but with beef smell.
Broth is dark because of nice lengths to eat. Yeah, this.
Hikari Minraku tonkotsu taste.
That looks so serious. I'd be like, oh man, this must be the real deal.
Restaurant style ramen.
Another straight noodle. Just by looking at the broth, you know it's gonna be creamy.
Definitely tonkotsu soup.
Smell pork, which is a good sign. I know what I'm eating.
This will look good.
Flavor is complex. It has nice balance to it.
This type of noodles tastes like champon noodles. Looks like a ramen noodles, but more thick.
So when you cook this kind of noodles, I think you need a bigger pot so that the noodles can release the starch better. If you don't boil it correctly, it makes it a little more gummy, I think, other noodles.
The noodle holds the shape well. I would say this is like restaurant quality ramen.
I like more than Ichiran.
I like Ichiro one better. This one has less kick and a little more MSG in it.
Personally, I don't love this. It has this like off smell that I'm not too fond of.
Ooh, okay. Restaurant style soup.
Restaurant style ramen tonkatsu, fish sauce, vegetable powder, Chinese bamboo shoot. Oh, maybe it's the bamboo shoot that has this little funky smell to it. It says restaurant style ramen and I think they achieved it, but not my favorite to be honest.
Actually, this is a top 3.
Indomie mi goreng fried noodles.
I've
We
seen
got a
these.
bowl of dry ramen.
Actually, I'm going into a different country.
It has this like a sweet soy.
Just one flavor, sweet.
I think it could be a little more aggressive.
The noodles are thinner. It has nice texture, nice mouthfeel.
Do I like it? I'm okay.
This is not my favorite, but I can eat.
Sort of like China, Southeast Asia.
Tastes like mee goreng from Indonesia.
Ah, mee goreng.
Otogi spicy gin ramen.
This smells like home. This is definitely spicy ramen.
Yeah, smells like a Korean one again.
Garnishes that are not too giant but pretty good. The flavor of the broth is very comforting, very umami, garlicky, oniony.
I taste a lot of kombu. Is a kelp. Bring up the umami.
Has nice spice in the jin ramen.
Jin ramen, Korean.
There's a lot of a cult following for this brand. Actually, my wife loves this brand.
Lotus Foods red miso rice ramen.
This one's a tough one.
I have no idea. Not in a good way.
Tastes like a sponge.
No texture.
Definitely gluten-free. What is this?
Like a health conscious.
Ugh.
Mama pork flavor instant noodles.
This broth also got this very distinct smell.
Not Japan, more South Asian country, I think.
Man, this is pretty bad too.
Little cardboardy.
Maggi 2-minute masala noodles.
My kids
I
like
smell
these.
curry.
It's less brothy.
Do we put more alcohol texture?
No Japanese.
Maggi masala. It's pretty good. I'm very surprised that it's very well balanced.
This is okay, I like it, but not much. But I eat it.
Momofuku spicy soy noodles.
Yeah, smell soy sauce.
Let's see which ramen brands our chefs like the most.
My favorite ramen that I tried today is Ichiran tonkatsu ramen.
Ichiran was my favorite one.
It had the silky noodle and savory creamy broth with the chilies.
One of my favorite today is Sapporo Ichiban. I've been eating for a long time. It's flavorful. Texture of the noodle is great.
I really enjoy the Jin Ramen spicy one by Otogi with spice, savory. It had the silky tonkatsu.
Ichiran ramen. Is that it? No. Wow, it's so expensive.
We've gathered 3 professional chefs to blind taste test every frozen French fry brand we could get our hands on.
Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, I know what the best one is. It's a McCain's, oddly enough. It's McCain's triple cooked gastro chips in duck fat. Amazing. It was too unwatchably bad, matey. I couldn't bear it. One. Fuck off, Burnley. It's always weird to me how you play cautiously and score 3 goals. Yeah, I think cautious is... It says, this mentality is best employed for matches in which you expect to lose the battle for possession, but feel you can break with regularity. It aims to keep men behind the ball when defending, but to provide quick support to attacking players when the ball is in the final third. It relies on getting the ball forward quickly enough to expose the spaces behind aggressive fullbacks and wingers, with players tending to stay deeper and maintain defensive shape if the break looks like coming to nothing. Balanced is the players just go out and play football. And positive is you're wary of their counter-attacking threat. And attacking is go for it. And I think that whatever the setting you've got for like how high your line is going to be, all of that stuff is kind of dictated by your mentality as well. Yeah, I normally go positive, but oddly enough, especially if I feel like they're just gonna pop a ball over the top and we're gonna fucking get caught flat-footed. If you just go cautious, you just sort of it just seems to work quite well. It's very tight at the top of the table. We'd do bloody well to win the league this year, I'll tell you that. Because Arsenal are top of their Champions League group. We're third. Arsenal are, with a game in hand, they can go top by 2 points. Brighton are also doing pretty bloody well, as are Liverpool, as are West Ham. This is close. I mean, I wouldn't even rule out Man City having a bit of a late surge, but this fucking cup I'd never even heard of. The European South American Club Challenge. We lost. We won the Community Shield. We won the UEFA Super Cup. We got knocked out in the third round because I didn't want to compete in it. I'm all in on the league and the Champions League. And then we're straight into the round of 16. We don't have to do the playoff. We scored. Look at this. We've conceded 1 goal in the last 5 games, and we've scored 20.
And see which ones meet their standards. Or Ida golden fries.
These ones look a little thicker than what you typically see in a fast food joint.
It's not that yellowish tint that you usually have with frozen French fries.
They're a little bit softer, not super crispy.
So what I'm looking for in a French fry is a crisp outside.
A crisp outside helps balance a nice pillowy potato inside.
I want a French fry to have a rigid structure.
Meaning that it won't droop when you pick it up.
I'm looking for fries that have a golden color. It shows that the fries have been caramelized and cooked at the proper temperature.
And at the end of the day, it's got to have real potato flavor.
You taste potato, but honestly, almost too much so.
But it is seasoned well.
There's no crispiness to this, and unfortunately, there's no caramelization in the flavor.
They are a little bendy. Ideally, you want like a little bit of a snap.
It just kind of mushes in there. No steam, which means that the interior is probably a little bit too wet.
Maybe the crust wasn't set as well as it could have been when these fries were manufactured.
They're actually a little bit dry because of that. All you're getting is that dry potato inside it and none of that crispy coating.
Is this a McCain's?
McCain's?
I think this is an Ore-Ida standard.
Ore-Ida.
Classic golden potato fry.
These things are as old as I am.
Ore-Ida is a combination of Oregon and Idaho.
It says here there's a annatto in these. You would think that they would be a little bit more yellow because of the annatto, so that means that these really weren't cooked at a very hot temperature.
These are made with grade A potatoes, right?
Grade A is the best. It means that it has the least blemishes and bruises. It means it's consistent in size.
Overall, I think I'm pretty happy with these fries, and I think it really sets the tone for all of the other fries to come.
Trader Joe's handsome cut potato fries.
These are a bit more anemic looking.
But we do see skin that will add to both the flavor as well as some of the nutrients in the potatoes.
It has good potato flavor, it has good seasoning, but I would say it's pretty soft. To me, I'm getting more of like a hash brown vibe.
It bends before it breaks. There's no sound, there's no crunch to it.
I personally like the Ore-Ida ones better because I thought the crust was a little thicker, it was a little more
They
caramel.
look so shit. Is it me or is Trader Joe's just really expensive and not very good?
McCain quick cook straight cut French fried potatoes.
This is a proper French fry, right?
They're straight, they're a nice thickness.
It's got a proper golden yellowish tint to it.
More structure and rigidity than the last two.
This is better for me.
It's potato flavor through and through.
Finally, there was a little bit of that crunch. Considering that they're not super crispy, that actually has really great structure.
Wait, Trader Joe's whole thing is being affordable? Really? How come their ramen was $5 a pack? Despite being known as a neighborhood store with affordable options, Trader Joe's locations are mostly in well-off neighborhoods. In 2022, the typical Trader Joe's customer was a married person living in an urban area between 25 and 44, earning at least $80,000. They typically look for areas where the median household income is over $100,000. Conversely, Trader Joe's has also faced opposition for contributing to gentrification. Homes grew more rapidly in value if they are closer to a Trader Joe's or Whole Foods, with such homes consistently being worth more than the mean US home.
It's a good crust, it's a good potato.
They are even in color on all sides, so it is pretty.
By Whole Foods Market, steak cut fries.
They're very, very yellow.
Not really a caramelized
Yellow.
color.
That's pretty characteristic of
They're
a steak
very,
fry.
very
they are
yellow.
So thick, and they have more moisture because there's more potato in there.
I think I need some water with that.
It's more of a baked potato flavor in the sense that it's just dry potato.
She's so
More than a
California.
bit. I could actually choke a donkey.
These
They're
are definitely under-seasoned.
they're a little
I actually
too
wonder if
yellow.
these are low-sodium fries.
Fries.
There's not really any crunchy exterior.
God, that accent is just.
I would really love it.
Red Robin seasoned steak fries.
Sorry, Red Robin. Red. She said Red Robin.
Not always the case.
Red Robin seasoned steak fries.
Structure, we're very much there.
Wow. Well, I couldn't have had these before.
They're big. They have a lot of potato mass. They have a lot of moisture. But in contrast to the other steak fries that we had, still does have that crust.
Not to the touch, but they actually crunch in your mouth and a lot fluffier.
I'm not so sure that it's natural to the potato. I think there is some sort of boosting starch in there. It's more golden than, and you can snap it open like this, no floppiness. I wonder if this comes from a restaurant.
McCain 5-minute fries. Shoestring cut potatoes.
They're thin cut.
Some of these fries look
cooked fries and their regular fries.
Nice.
Lamb Western grown in Idaho. Super
Lamb
crispy
Western.
shoestring fries.
This looks a lot better.
Skin on potatoes once again. We can see that there's a texture on them. So it doesn't have much of that sweetness, and that's really helpful for making a proper French fry.
Nathan's famous jumbo crinkle cut French fries.
I really loved crinkle cut things when I was younger. Oh, top 3. All three of the top 3 are my boys. Ahmad Khazar, the Egyptian lad, this kid is going to win, could genuinely win a very big thing. I'm saying. I've said too much.
So we have our first crinkle cut fry, but I can't say the look of these is very appealing. You don't really want this black color on your fries.
The batch, and also
Not delivering on those.
pretty straight.
Alexia organic oven crinkles.
They look shit.
Immediately I can see that they are cooked more evenly.
A pillowy softness, a little sweetness in there, a touch of salt, so these aren't.
Or Ida microwavable extra crispy crinkles.
They look better than the last 2.
We have 2 completely different colors in the same batch. There's kind of an odd taste in these.
I think it's a little under seasoned.
Great value waffle cut French
Oh
fried
wow,
potatoes.
these look awful.
One thing that I love about waffle fries is you can get them really, really crispy, but then still taste the potato inside.
I'm getting kind of an undercooked potato flavor,
I don't know if I'd even call them a fry at this point. It's just kind of like a waffle potato.
and that's not very appetizing.
Western grown in Idaho, super crispy waffle fries. Seasoned curly fries.
I really
Checkers Rally's famous seasoned fries.
I can see
They look
every
good.
granule of spice and seasoning on these.
So clearly there's some sort of coating on them. The batter has found a good caramelization point and crispy point.
these are tasty, although they're very, very, very highly seasoned.
Black pepper and a hint of salt.
Even though the Arby's fries are very highly seasoned, I find that a little bit more neutral and more versatile. Potato flavor is there, but it's
McCain craft beer battered
They look so shit. I don't. Whoever's cooking these is
These are
fucking
probably
up.
the best looking shoestring French fries of the lot. That takes a bit of doing. That's crispy.
Alexia.
More.
Let's see which products our chefs like the most and the least.
the winners of today for me were the 2 fries made by Grown in Idaho. A really good showcase for everything that Idaho has to offer.
I think both of the Lamb Weston products really stood out from a flavor standpoint. Crunchier exterior, so a really quality potato there as well.
For me, Red Robin was number 1, my absolute favorite.
Frozen pizza.
We've gathered 3 professional chefs to blind taste test every supermarket frozen pizza brand we could get.
Oh, this is all American, isn't it? Even though the fucking dub-overs of British accent to make it sound more fancy, I don't recognise any of these fucking brands. Bloody Yanks. Red Reuben. Yeah, he must have meant Red Reuben. That's no way to crack eggs, young man. and end of video. No subs. Oh, I hate... Oh, God, I hate the way this guy does everything. I hate the way he's... I don't like... You shouldn't crack eggs like that. Because if you crack it like that, you're driving the shell into the egg. And if you crack the yolk, any of the exterior on the egg is now inside the egg. You don't want to do that. You crack it on a flat surface, and then you pull the shell apart so there's no bacteria getting into the egg. And look, his technique on cutting this is genuinely scary. I mean, his thumb is so close to danger here. This I hate. That is so bad. That is so bad. His hand is angled in towards the path of the knife. Oy! Oh, God, please don't do it. See, right now I'm washing lettuce, but soon I'll work on the French fries and then burgers, and that's when the big bucks start coming in. Yeah, I know it's cabbage, but the line from Coming to America is the other one. Living in America.
Hello. Hi. You know, I started on cleanup just like you guys. But now, see, I'm washing lettuce. Soon I'll be on fries, then the grill. A year or two, I make assistant manager. And that's where the big bucks start rolling in.
Just 2 years, eh?
Yeah, Louis Anderson. What's the Lydia bit again? If we just do Lydia knife. This one? This is the real one. Added the scary music. There's also this one. Poor lids.
Don't mind me.
You do that, and I'll just get a feel for what I got to do here, you know? It's a goodie. It's a good pineapple. That is a nice one, that is.
Just keep looking at it. Rub.
Daff.
Do you want me to cut it for you?
No. It's not holding it right.
Let the knife. No. So with this now.
Yeah.
Make a bridge.
Make a bridge.
Keep your fingers in that way.
All right, like
That's
that.
it. Yeah, smashing it. Let the knife do the work. You're not pushing.
Yeah.
Not.
It's quite tough, Daff. Oh, fuck.
Feels just like, that's funny. Yeah, Dabs works in a kitchen. fuck off, Man City. I'm not giving you one of our best players this season. That's satisfying. Bosh! What's that? Looks like cheese. Spam! Now you're talking. Mrs. F is away for 2 weeks. I can eat spam. I'm gonna go out tonight and buy spam. What do you mean, and what? Spam and eat. Oh, you had me, and then you fucking put sweet corn in it. No, it's not ASMR. They do these a lot. Where it's like how the Japanese street food is cooked. There's loads and loads of them. This is not a great example. I make the world's biggest scrambled egg. Ruined it. Fucking meatball of lettuce. Good God, that's a lot of sauce. What the fuck? Maggi liquid seasoning is the business. I bosh it in pretty much everything. That looks fucking horrible! Oh my God! How the fuck are you meant to eat that, dude? It felt like a fake vid, didn't it? God damn! Fried water. Put the massive chips in. Oh, that's sesame oil or something. Good God. It's all really nice and clean compared to the Indian street food stuff. It looks spicy. Those ladles look superb though.
수박 들어갑니다.
죄송해요.
Oh.
감사합니다.
Have a bag of food. Does look pretty good. What's the crack here? No, those look like the best bits. No! My God. You're not throwing away them scraps, are you, John? Oof. Now they look like flip-flops. Are they squeaking? Christ! Christ! Oh, is it... Have they got... Is it green peppers stuffed with rice? And deep fried? They look like green peppers. Look. And I mean like chili peppers. No subs. They're not beans. They're not beans. It's a green chili. Look. You can tell from the end. The end looks like that. See? They're not beans. Look, they're that. It's literally those. It's giant. It's big green chili peppers. You can tell from the end. Okra has a similar end, but okra's looks fuzzy. It's got a kind of fuzzy quality to it. Okra, see? And it's more of a sort of textured body. Look up image of beans. What do you mean it's totally beans? You're insane, Stanis. Also, the whole point is if you just stuffed the casing for some beans or peas, the casing is the bit you throw away. It's not tasty. Unfortunately, these two lads are fucking off soon. We've got him signed up for 1 more year, but Zare wants to leave. He is 34, but he's excellent. We'll have to find. I think our big money signing this summer will be a left winger. It's definitely beans. You guys are so dumb. Oh, spam. I'm going to write it on my hand. Spam. And I underlined it, so you know I mean it. There are a few things that Mrs. F cannot abide having in the house. She says the smell and just seeing them and thinking about eating it. Believe it, I am not one of the things, luckily. Spam, she hates it. She says it smells like dog food. The smell of cooking spam makes her feel ill. And she just despises it. Cucumbers and lettuce. If you have any cucumbers or lettuce in the house and you prepare something with them and then you dare to leave a bit of cucumber or lettuce lying around, she's like, oh, can you clear that up? I can smell it from here. Like she says that she can smell lettuce like on the other side of the room. And she can smell cucumber from a mile away. If you dip cucumber in hummus and she then dips the hummus, she's like, oh, who dipped cucumber in this hummus? Me and my youngest think it's hilarious. She claims she can smell it. My youngest doesn't believe her. She thinks she's full of shit. So there's a subreddit called Debt Free. And this guy posts, he's a 23-year-old male. He has $8,000 in his 401k, which I think is like your pension fund, from what I understand. But you can also just withdraw it if you're crazy. I assume it's like a tax-free pension thing, the same way we have over here. And he has $2K in the bank. He owes $17,239 across 4 credit cards. Most of that is on 3 of them. One of them is just an Amex. And he also owns $14,000 loan, which he just bought for personal expenses, and $66,000 on a car loan for a 2019 Dodge Challenger. He spent $66,000 on that. That is crackers. Something's not working here. I was watching that Caleb Hammer guy talking to this girl. And it's all these young people in America, and you look at the debt that they've accrued, and it's so easy for them to do it that they just think, oh, it's fine. You know, if this wasn't good, it would be harder. Seems to be the mentality. And they're all just absolutely crackers with how they spend money and everything. It's a wild ride. I mean, yeah, the thing is, if you have a house, as a reason that buying property is so good, right? Is first of all, you've got an appreciating asset. Very rarely does property lose value, right? Like, it's one of the safest investments for a reason. It's not some bullshit fucking NFT. It's not some crypto wank. Everybody needs a place to live. And there's only so much space, and there are only so many places that are desirable to live in. And some places, you know, if they built a nuclear power plant in Twickenham, I'm sure we'd all be fucked in terms of the value of our property. But it's unlikely, right? So you get a house, and then your monthly outgoing that was on rent, which was just keeping you afloat, like all you're paying when you pay rent is, please can I live here for a month? And you can't make serious plans like having a baby if you're renting, because what school are you going to put him into? You might have to move out of the catchment area next time you have to move. It's just harder to plan your life. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's harder. Well done, lads. So, the mortgage as a debt is the most good debt you can have as the average person, I think. The most good debt. Which is definitely a sentence. It does, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think, certainly in my area, we have a really good sense of community. I know a lot of my neighbours. You know, we have a WhatsApp group. We look out for each other. There's a little bit of a unofficial neighbourhood watch thing where we all sort of, you know, keep an eye. And we borrow stuff from each other, lend stuff to each other. I've got a spare bookcase. Does anyone want it? Yes, please. We'll have that. You know, it's nice. And if you know, does anyone recommend a plumber or a bricklayer? And it's not going to be some maniac on fucking next door. It's like a neighbor. And, oh, could you feed the cat while we go away? All these kind of things that you get from living in an area and getting to know the other people that live there. I think if you're renting and it's a high turnover of people, you never really get to know the people that are around you. Let's have a look at this badge. What is that? It's hideous. Be real, that is hideous. "9/11" is what they're saying here. RRR, because George W. Bush did it. Yeah. I see what you're doing. They're laughing at us, just like The Simpsons. What if this channel transitioned from me just being chill and playing video games to Conspiracy Theory Central? Man, these are popular, eh? That's bread. Fried bread. Street food in depth and not boring. can just imagine how it smells. So it's like a egg, cheese and ham omelette sandwich, basically. Factory monsters. Oh, I've spelt monsters wrong. Twisting fragile plastic fibers over and over to make heavy-duty ropes. Alright, I'm just instantly subscribing to this. This is exactly my cup of tea. Oh wait, how much food can I grow in 1 year? Oh, I've already been distracted. Rope's kind of boring. How much food can I grow in 1 year?
Oh, no way. It's giant. It's huge.
After the last couple of years of pandemics and panic buying, I thought it would be a good idea to try and become a little more self-sufficient. So I decided to start a vegetable garden. But how much food can I actually grow from this small garden, and would I save money doing so?
It is the first week of 2021, and I'm sat in my garden at home because you're not allowed to do anything else right now. It's been extremely cold, wet and windy, which has caused a little bit of damage to some parts of the garden. My pizza oven, which I so much love using in the summer months, got very wet this year and has actually collapsed, which I'm very sad about. So I'm going to need to sort that out.
After observing the mess that was my garden, I started writing up a plan, which you could describe looked more like a 5-year-old kid's drawing. I should point out that I live with 2 other people, so I couldn't just go digging up the whole garden. I was allowed a third of the space, which is 15 square meters. At the beginning of the year, the garden had some grasses, some other plants in it, and also a slack line, like a balancing rope, that I used every now and then to practice my balancing. But all that would have to come out.
People are so strange.
Once the slack line
Practice
was dug up
my
and pulled out,
balancing.
I then got to work digging over the patch.
That's quite funny.
I dug over the garden, and at this point I realised it was incredibly solid clay ground.
That's really
which made
clay.
it very hard to dig. So I was going to have to make some adjustments to that later on in the year.
Look how much
I would
clay
have liked
that
to get
is.
cracking straight away and build the raised beds and get planting, but the winter was just relentless. It just went on and on and on.
Well, it's such an exciting day for a Southern English person like me because, as you can see, it snowed. We can make some snowmen, play snowball fights, and also eat the snow.
Get on with it, mate.
That it's a place, and it gave them a chance to sprout, you know, get a head start. And then when I put them in the ground, they'd be already ready and growing, and then
This is like The Martian, but
would,
in
grow
Luton
quite
or
quickly.
something.
That's the theory anyway. That's what I read in a book.
So there are 2 varieties of potatoes prepared. Over the next month, apparently they are supposed to start to sprout, and then they'll be ready to put in the garden.
Pidgey!
I also started germinating some seeds as well. I did some tomatoes, cucumbers, chilies, various other things as well. But yeah, the whole process of germinating is like super fascinating, and it's just like a fun thing to do. You put a seed in some soil, and then over the course of a week or 2, you watch it become another plant. It is like magic.
It is like magic. Why isn't our morale better? We've been winning so many things, so many games. If you do grow food in Luton, you've technically colonized it. Yatesy! I've tried to grow a basil plant, like basil, rosemary, thyme. There's another one that's like the default. Like to have a herb garden. I've tried so many times. They just fucking die. They die. Every time. And quick. Like ideally I'd have a rosemary bush that's just like steady. They just get eaten, fall over, die. Oh! Rosemary is nigh immortal. I mean, you could go somewhere. It's like the hottest, rockiest fucking corner of some village, and there'll be a massive rosemary bush there, and you can pull a bit off, and it's like perfect, fresh, beautiful rosemary smell. I think if they found a rosemary bush on Mars, I would not be surprised. It's probably a fucking weed. All the best, most durable plants are weeds. Ugh! Loves to be by the seaside. Oh, I can believe it, matey. Certainly when Yoso gave us a hamper of stuff from his parents' garden, I mean, it had everything, but it was so good. The chili peppers that they'd grown were ridiculous. Like these dried chili peppers, you just sprinkle it on something, you'd be like, oh! Nine has been booted out of OG. Gosh. Damn. Donald Trump has told us we have to buy their chlorinated chicken if we want lower tariffs. I mean, it's a bloody good thing we've got such a great, strong trading deal with our closest neighbour, the EU. All that frictionless trade with Europe, you know. I mean, do you remember when we were told, hey, if we get rid of the EU, our deals with America are going to be the best ever. They're going to be amazing. And now they're like, tariff. I wonder what Farage has to say about that. This is a memorable whipping of Chelsea. Yeah, Russia and North Korea. No tariffs there. Crazy. This is one of my favorite educational movies. I'm so sure you guys have seen. Not really educational, it's more of a corporate movie.
Field. Introducing Brad and Greg, sons of Dale Rugg, a typical Minnesota farmer. Minnesota annually ships large quantities of meat and other agricultural products to consumers throughout the United States and in foreign countries.
Gee whiz, look at all them Hormel cars. Yeah, wonder what's in them and where they're going. Hey, I know what. Let's write a letter and ask if we can visit the plant. Dad'll take us, I bet.
Adventurous boys, curiosity and dreams all lead to something very special that Dad would enjoy too. Hormel has 15 processing plants, 6 distribution centers, and licensing arrangements for the manufacture of special products in Canada, Ireland, England, and Venezuela. One of the initial sites on tour is the old engine first used by George A. Hormel in 1892. A display of popular Hormel products. More than 750 different items are produced here, some of which are Spam, Cure 81 ham, Hormel chili, Dinty Moore beef stew, Range brand bacon, and dry sausage.
It reminds me of this. It sounds like, I mean, this is the kind of thing that The Simpsons were making fun of. Like this exact vid.
Oh. The story of how two brothers and 5 other men parlayed a small business loan into a thriving paper goods concern is a long and interesting one. And here it is. It all began with the filing of Form 637/A, the application for a small business or farm. Many interesting and important things have been put into boxes over the years. Textiles, other boxes, even children's candy.
Do any of these boxes have candy in them?
No.
Will they ever?
No, we only make boxes to ship nails. Any other questions?
When will we be able to see a finished box, sir?
Oh, we don't assemble them here. That's done in Flint, Michigan.
Have any of your workers ever had their hands cut off by the machinery?
No.
And then the hands started crawling around and tried to strangle everybody?
No, that has never happened.
Any popped eyeballs?
I'm not sure what kind of factory you're thinking of. We just make boxes here. This room is the most popular part of our tour.
It's just like the other rooms.
Yes, but with one important difference. Oh, we took that out. Yes, it is just like the other rooms.
From balconies, you can look across entire rooms of assembly, or rather, disassembly activity. The rug boys watch as hog carcasses are broken down into primal cuts. After chilling, the carcass passes over a firmly anchored knife which separates the two sides. This is the first step in the disassembly of the pork side.
Disassembly. Right up the butt.
This large saw wheel then cuts the shoulder from the side. So much automation enters the industrial picture today that it is not surprising to see the start of meat processing begin in this fashion.
All day long.
Let's watch the development of the ham, one of the...
They're not wearing hand guards or chainmail or any kind of protective stuff.
First meat cuts to receive attention. Painstaking care is given to ensure uniform removal of skin and fat. A close inspection of the ham follows. The hams slide down a chute to the floor below, where they are fed onto the automatic scaling line. Each bin holds a given weight ham. The pans are individual scales that automatically drop the weighed ham into the correct bin. Skillfully removing the bone of hams before processing the famous Hormel Cure 81 ham, canned ham, cooked ham, or ingredient meat for Spam. Very choice hams are saved for the production of the Cure 81s. Precise trimming of external and internal fat takes place.
I was thinking that how many of them, you know the way sometimes when you cook something, you're not as hungry for it as you would be if someone cooked it for you. You know what I mean? Like sometimes being there for the whole thing, it kind of takes the joy out of it in a way, because you've been tasting it all along, and you're sort of like, I just hope everybody else enjoys it. It's not quite it's not quite the same. So they're doing this all day long. They stink of pork and ham. Their hands must just be saturated with pork. And what a boring job.
Smoking of the Cure 81 hams is also done with care.
How did it get from... Hang on a sec. I feel like they've missed out a step here. Because we're looking at like a big slab of meat, and then suddenly, oh!
Smoking of the Cure 81 hams is also done with care. Appealing color and unmatched flavor is developed in the smoking process.
No!
Here's what the finished product looks like inside, the real test of quality. Back to the pork cut, the story of bacon. First,
What a
spare
tale.
ribs are removed. Bacon comes from the side meat next to the ribs.
Wow.
In meat processing, we strive to make good use of everything.
Yeah, I bet.
Side skins, for example, are sold for leather. The initial step is the removal of the skin from the bacon side. The skins are dropped to the fleshing machine,
The fleshing machine!
which in turn takes off all excess fat. The bacon sides are mechanically trimmed as they move along the production line. Skilled craftsmen at this point trim bacon sides to proper size and shape. The meat trimmings are saved for other products.
Other products.
Once again, automation. Here we see a curing solution being injected by needles into the bacon sides. Nothing in bacon processing is more eye-appealing or mouth-watering than a view of bacon as it emerges from the stainless steel smoke chambers. A beautiful sight, isn't it? After it comes out of the smokehouse, the bacon is chilled and then formed into just the right shape so that the slices come out nice and even, the way you see them in your store. A high-speed circular knife cleanly slices the bacon to uniform thickness, about 20 slices per second.
Look at that.
After exact portions of bacon slices are hand-scaled, a special saran wrap machine vacuum seals the packages for longer keeping and better appearance. Hormel bacon stays fresh longer when saran wrapped.
Why does he say it like that?
The attractive
Hormel bacon stays fresher longer when saran wrapped. Pockets full of meat. Do you know what I would like them to add in the new version, and I'm hoping that they do whenever they get around to releasing it, is I want to see more crazy shit happening on the pitch. I want to see goals that are, like, ridiculous. Like, real, genuine quality goals. Because after a while, you kind of feel like you've seen a decent number of them. But I've only seen, in the whole time I've been managing, even at top clubs with good players, a handful of goals where I'm like, oh my god, that's fucking gorgeous. Like, players do score great goals. It's not like one a season for your entire team. I'd like to see, like, a big fucking massive dipping volley. Even if it's just that the keeper just tips it over. They need to liven up the game engine a bit. shit. Maximilian Trommer. Yatesy's in a bit of a slump, by his standards. Fuck me. There we go. He's back. Hormel products last longer when saran wrapped. Her trauma again. One of those days, lads. I'd file that under one of those days. But annoying. I don't know if the cling film saran wrap. It sounds like a brand name, doesn't it?
Packages are now ready to appear in retail longer when longer keeping and better appearance. Hormel bacon stays fresh longer when saran wrapped.
So weird.
The attractive packages are now ready to appear in retail counters across the country for selection by discriminating consumers. Another phase of the disassembly process is the separation of the shoulder and front feet from the carcass. Hormel pig's feet are delicacy items. The front feet from all the pigs Hormel buys are used in the manufacture of this product. pickled pig's feet are very tasty and attractively packaged, too. The shoulders supply the skins used in the production of gelatin.
I see. This is one for you kids.
The skins are fed into a grinder and are shown emerging here. A series of cooking, filtering, and chilling operations occur before the gelatin is extruded onto a conveyor belt in this spaghetti-like form.
Extruded. Oh, some of these terms are just like...
A moving arm now spreads the gelatin evenly on another belt conveyor. This mattress of gelatin will travel through 2 dryers. The dried gelatin is now broken down into small particles and conveyed by auger to a grinder for final granulation. The finished product is weighed and packaged in bulk containers. Many hours are spent in research laboratories at Hormel in an effort to discover new food formulas. Gelatin is one of the many Hormel products that has been constantly researched and tested. Hormel gelatin is sold to candy and other food manufacturers for, among other things, colorful and wholesome desserts.
Colorful and wholesome.
Pork shoulder and ham meat are taken from this picnic boning line and used for the manufacture of...
So these would all be pretty much guaranteed Mexican immigrants these days, right? Like, this is all like a bunch of white dudes my age. And this company would now be like, what if we had terrible working conditions and paid them fuck all? I mean, I know that, you know, a lot of the repubs are pushing for children to fill the gaps left behind by the extruding of the immigrants.
Spam, the most popular luncheon meat in the country. The picnic and ham meat is first ground through a medium coarse plate. A lab technician then takes a sample of the Spam mixture for a lean percentage test. The meat is carefully tamped. And the canister is sealed. The dials are standardized and the sample is placed in the electronic anal ray unit for analysis. Within seconds, this machine accurately reads the lean percentage of the sample. The results are recorded by the lab technician and adjustments, if necessary, are made. Mixer blades stir ground Spam meat under vacuum and refrigeration until it becomes thoroughly blended. The raw material is then pumped to the can filling machines where the tins are automatically filled and vacuum sealed. The cans are then fed to the massive 65-foot hydrostatic cooking tower. This huge unit is equipped with a conveyorized chain of trays that carry the cans through processing cycles of cooking, chilling, sterilizing, and drying. When fully loaded, this towering structure can hold 38,500 12-ounce cans. Well over 350 Spam cans per minute are discharged from this cooker, the only one in the United States capable of handling oblong tins.
Spam is
the
expensive.
Conveyor lines leaving the cooker carry the cans directly to automated equipment for orderly assembly.
£3.20 at Waitrose. Down from $3.70 and cheaper than you get it at Sainsbury's by 30p.
And packaging. The formation and packing of Spam boxes is an impressive sight in itself. The box is first formed. The bottom is closed. and the empty carton is positioned for filling. The case is sealed and the product moves by elevator to the storage cooler.
Oh, we've got to finish this later. I've got some shit to do. Sorry for the late start on the short stream. I was recording Triforce this morning, and I have to take a certain child to the doctors, so I will be dipping. But I will be back tonight doing another late one, because I have nothing to get up for. That's my sad life. I'll see you later.